we're going to just analyze your skull so that way we can see what it reflects as to your aspects. Are you ready?
I'm very ready, yes.
Okay. I'm going to get on my knees to better analyze it, and if you can you sit that way? So, right here is going to be the domestic. This is going to be reflective of your sense of continuity, your ability to sustain stability among your friendship, your conjugality, which means just the way that you're intimate within relationships, your amativeness, meaning your sense of amiability within relationships, parental love, your ability to be paternal, your inhabitiveness, your ability to maintain a home. Up here is going to reflect your self-esteem. It's all going to be reflective of your sense of spring, your sense of growth, your firmness, your conscientiousness, your approbativeness, your sublimity, or sublimity, your ability to appreciate the refined and cultured, and your cautiousness. Up here is more of the spiritual kind of connection to the divine, basically. This is where your sense of veneration is going to come from, benevolence, spirituality, imitation, and hope. Here is going to be your sense of mirthfulness, meaning your sense of lightness, your sense of having fun, your sense of ideality, what it is that you would hope to see, and your constructiveness, your sense of optimism, you could say. Here is going to be your sense of your reflectives, so your ability to understand human nature, your ability to remain agreeable, your sense of being able to compare yourself to others and be pro-social or grow as a person, and your causality, your ability to process cause and effect, consequences. And then down here around your brow is going to be your sense of perception. This includes being able to discern that although something is small when it's far away, it's not actually small. It's just your perception. So, and also, of course, your language is going to be underneath your eye. So, let us go little by little, feeling out the bumps, and I'm only going to work down this half, going onto this side. So, I'm going to start from the front, around the brow area. So, right here, around your nose, there is a small little bump here, and that reflects your sense of individuality. So your individuality is quite pronounced, meaning that you strike your own path and you follow your own step. Your ability to perceive size is also pretty good, but your sense of weight is recessed. So your ability to perceive weight around you is a little bit off. Your ability to perceive color, though, is very pronounced. And your sense of order is also recessed. But your sense of calculation is also recessed. So these are aspects that are a little underworked. As for here, your sense of bibativeness, meaning your want for drink, is almost kind of neutral. It's balanced. Your sense of tune is very pronounced, so your ability to appreciate tone and music is strong. Your sense of time is actually pronounced. Your sense of locality is pronounced, so your ability to perceive how locations relate to one another, so what's far away, what's closer together. And your sense of eventuality, meaning timeliness, is also pronounced. Now we're going to move upwards to your reflectives. So, up here, I can feel your sense of comparativeness is pronounced, meaning that you have an ability to have a pro-social instinct, to measure yourself up against what is average and seek something higher. Your sense of human nature, or your ability to perceive others' motives and intentions, is also pronounced. Your agreeableness is actually very pronounced. That determines your sense of pleasantness and your sense of causality, meaning your ability to process cause and effect, consequences, understand the next thing that's about to happen, is also very pronounced. Now going over actually to your sense of self, or self-perceiving rather. So right about here is your mirthfulness. Your mirthfulness is once again your ability to be fun-loving and appreciate light-hearted circumstances, and that also is quite pronounced. But your sense of ideality is recessed. So your sense of positive optimism is a bit underworked. Your sense of constructiveness is right here. This is actually pronounced, meaning that you have an ability to perceive structure and order and follow through with it. Then we go up to the moral or the spiritual. Back here we have veneration. This one's pretty neutral. It's not recessed nor pronounced. But then towards the middle we have benevolence. That's actually, so here is veneration. This here is a little more pronounced, benevolence. So benevolence is the capacity to be charitable and kind and merciful. That's actually pronounced. You go next to benevolence and we have imitation. That's also a bit pronounced. Behind imitation we have spirituality. That one's recessed. So looks like someone's going to hell. Then behind spirituality we have hope, which is also pronounced. So that means that you have a sense of faith in the future. Now, going to the back of the skull, behind veneration, we have firmness, which is recessed. Firmness is your ability to execute decisions and maintain your choice. So it seems that your skull is saying that you're indecisive. Behind, there we go. We have self-esteem, which actually is pronounced. Here was firmness. Actually, wait a minute, I think here was firmness, and that's pronounced. So you actually do execute decisions quite well. And then down here is self-esteem. And self-esteem is actually recessed. Sorry, my boy. Then we got approbativeness, which is your sense of ambition. That one's pronounced. And then next to approbativeness towards the ear, we have cautiousness, which is also pronounced. Cautiousness can also be reflective of one's personal sense of justice. Then next to cautiousness, we have sublimity. Sublimity is love of the grandeur. This is a little bit pronounced. So you do love things that are very bold and timeless. And then up here is your sense of consciousness or conscientiousness. This one is, I would say, a little bit pronounced. Now, around the ears, I'm just going to put your hair behind your ear real quick. We have, around your ear here, is destructiveness. This has a ridge to it, so it's recessed. And then above destructiveness, we have acquisitiveness. This is your want to accumulate wealth, and that's actually pronounced. In front of your ear is alimentativeness, which is your sense of appetite. This one's actually a bit recessed. And then behind is secretiveness. There's a ball here, so that reflects that you're a bit of a secretive person. What you see is not what you get. Then underneath secretiveness is combativeness. That one is pronounced, so it shows that you're someone that can scrap quite easily. And then underneath combativeness is vitiveness. So your sense of vitality, your sense of like pure energy, that one is pronounced. Now lastly, we're going to analyze your sense of domestic instincts. So back here, actually right here, we have continuity. That seems to be recessed. So continuity, once again, is your ability to kind of maintain that level of stability. And then here under friendship, both sides tend to be very pronounced. So your ability to maintain friends is strong. Your conjugality, intimacy, is a bit pronounced. Your amativeness is very pronounced. Amativeness being your pleasant presence. Then let's see, above amativeness, it's right here, parental love. Your ability to show paternal love is actually quite pronounced. And then your inhabitiveness, meaning your ability to maintain a home, is also quite pronounced. So that concludes your phrenology exam.